Hi student, how are you? Your teacher's Yawal Haq. Okay, we are going to study more about work which is called positive work and also negative work. Like in the last video, we know that how the work is zero, the work done on object is zero, even we apply the force. So now in this video we are going to study or know about the positive work or negative work. So how it is possible, like how the work will be positive or how the work will be negative. Okay, let's see here two different diagram directly here. Then after this I will discuss or read the sentence, like what does it mean by this sentence. But first let's see the object. Okay, work, like in this case the object, we apply some force on the object and the displacement is also covered in this direction, mean the force and displacement are in a same direction, mean the theta is zero here. Because why? Because both are parallel to each other. The force is also applied in this direction and the displacement is also covered in this direction. So if we use this formula, W is equal to cosine theta dot displacement. So the angle here is 0. So cosine 0 is 1. So in this case we can say, like let's suppose the force is 5 Newton, cosine 0, the angle is 0 degree, cosine 0 is 1 dot and also cover some displacement. So in this case we can say the work done will be positive as well as the work will be maximum in this when the theta is 0. Okay, let's see the first line. Work is positive when the force is in the same direction of the displacement. When both are in the same direction, we can say the work will be positive. Okay, look at the second diagram. In the second diagram they can say, let's suppose the object is in this position now on the top position, but still we are applying the force, like let's suppose a less force, but the object, we applied not that much force that we can take the object in this position for some minute or some second, but the object is moving toward downward, like we apply the force upward but it start the motion downward, but the displacement is covered in opposite direction. The force is applied in one direction but the displacement in another direction, like both are anti-parallel. So in this case the theta is equal to 180 degree, like the force is applied in one direction but the displacement is applied in the another direction, like this one. This is the force and this is the displacement is covered in this direction. If you draw these two arrow, so the theta here is 180, and we know that 180, like if we use the formula W is equal to cosine theta dot delta x displacement. If you put the value of cosine theta, cosine 180, in this case cosine 180 is equal to minus 1. So because of minus 1, like let's suppose this is the force is applied 10 Newton, displacement is covered 5 meter, and cosine 180 is what? Minus 1. So 10 multiplied by minus 1, and this is 5 meter. So because of this minus, the whole answer will be minus. So in this case we can say the work done on the object in this case will be negative when the force and displacement are in opposite direction. So in this case we can say work done on the object is negative, but when the force and displacement, like here force and displacement are parallel, and the theta is 0, so in this case work done will be positive and maximum. Okay, but here when the force is in one direction but displacement in another direction, we can say the work done will be negative because of theta. In the theta will be 180, and 180 is equal to minus 1. Here is already given in the sentence here. Okay, what is this? When you lift a box, work done by the force, they are talking about this one. or sorry, this, look at the next sentence. Work is negative when the force is in the opposite direction of the displacement, like the force is in one direction but the displacement is in another direction. That's why the work done is negative and this is positive. Okay, what is in this line? When you lift a box, they are talking about this one. Work done by the force you exert by the box is positive. Like this one they are talking about, when we apply the force on the object, so it will be positive, but work done by the gravity is negative. But in this case, look at the weight is downward but the applied force is upward. So, and also the displacement is also covered in this with the same direction of the applied force. So in this case, work done by the applied force is positive but gravity is negative. Okay, look at the another same, this blue line on this page. Work done by the box is lower to the floor, like they are talking when the object is on the top and they are moved toward this, but the applied force in opposite direction, but it covered the displacement in this direction. So look at here, the weight or gravity force and displacement are also in the same direction, but this is in the opposite direction, the applied force. But in this case, the gravitational force and displacement are positive. Why? Because both are in the same direction, but the applied force is opposite direction. So the applied force is not that much enough that we can hold the object in this position, so it will be negative to the gravity. Let's see here, when the box is lower to the floor, like coming down to the floor, work done by the force is negative but work done by the gravitational force is positive. This, okay, thank you so much student. If you have any question in this lesson, so inshallah we will discuss in the next video, or also you can ask through in your comment. Thank you so much.